Hello everyone and welcome back. I know, I said I was coming back and then I didn't really, but I did make the promise that I would film when I could, and I know it's been 4 months, and I'm sure in that 4 months I could have probably pulled myself together to come and do this. But today I came to have an honest chat with you and let you know that part of the reason I was gone for 4 months is that there was quite a few aspects of my life that were in shambles, this room being one of them. So as you can see behind me, everything looks very, very different. If you follow me on Instagram, you definitely would have seen a little bit of an update on where we're at with my office and beauty room. So I do want to welcome you to the new beauty room and give a quick overview of what I did. So I did get a custom packs built, as well as like a new desk and a few other things. There's some things that are definitely going to look familiar, but I did want to run through my new organization and what the office looks like. So if you are interested in seeing that, or if you're interested in a general life update, please let me know about the life update and I will do that next. That being said, I hope you enjoy this room tour, and I will do a quick touch through everything that's in the drawers. I will also do a palette collection for 2020, probably in the upcoming weeks. So here we are, and here is the new beauty room. Okay guys, this is my actual general workspace. I do work from home quite a bit. I do kind of work in like tech and telecom, so I do need an actual functional workspace. So my beauty space is on the other side of the room. This is my new desk. I did just pick this up from Wayfair. It was the closest I could get to the color of the custom packs. I will timestamp going into the makeup. This will not take too long. Right here is all my washi tapes, because I do like to like agenda and bullet journal to an extreme extent, as well as all like my pens and all that fun stuff. This is my computer I use for editing, as well as this one. I mostly use my iMac for editing, but sometimes I run out of space or I don't want to sit in here, so I do grab my laptop and I will go out to other places in my house. My chair is also from Wayfair. It is kind of like a blue suede shoe, but as a chair, which I can get into. So this also has two shelves underneath that I keep my printers in. Before they were kind of on top of my desk, and honestly I really miss my big long white desk, but unfortunately it was about 3 inches too big for this space. So here we are with my new desk, which I actually do love quite a bit, so that's okay. So I'm not sure I could get a more unflattering angle, but I don't know a better way to do this without not showing the entire top half of the PAX cabinetry. So basically what I did was I went on their PAX Builder on ikea.ca or ikea.com or ikea.uk, depending where you are. And there's actually a planner you can create and like basically build it based on what you want. So I did really want a lot of slide out drawers. For example, this one slides out. So I did really want to kind of showcase the ones that look like books, and I really like how that looked. Up on the top shelf here, which I'm not sure you can see, is a few more memorable items for me, like things from my grandmother and a jewelry box from my grandmother. So this shelf here is my lip glosses, and it is pretty new still, so every time I pull it out, it just kind of knocks them down. But I really wanted this separated into like glosses, and then liquid lipsticks are on the other side, and stick lipsticks are here. So this is like organizational heaven for me. I do have these all in a Sunny Cosmetics lipstick holder, which actually fit perfectly the other way, and that's what I used to have in the Alex containers. Moving on down, this is my mascaras, lip liners, pencil liners, and lashes. And most of these containers are either from Dollar Store, Dollar Tree, or like Marshall's, Winners, TJ Maxx type thing. This one though is actually from Wish. The rest of this side is like hair tools, and this has like hair tools and makeup bags in it. And then as I was moving down, I found I had a ton of skincare from like subscription boxes and like going to Gen Beauty or Ipsy Live, all that good stuff. So I have all my skincare in here. So like serums, moisturizers, body care, masks. Masks are all in here. It quickly got out of hand, that one. This is proving to be much more difficult to shoot than I ever thought. And then this one is my hair care. And clearly a makeup bag has escaped from the other one. Stand yourself up. Good Lord. Okay, so that is my first tower. Okay guys, my middle tower is this one here. On the top, it's just got like my glass K and a little bit of flowers and a gold container that used to be on the back of my desk. My second shelf is my Muji drawers, where I have some like cream blushes, some eyebrow products, and things that just, I think, personally look nice in there. And as we make our way down, I will take you in a little bit closer. This entire section right here, all the way down except for the last shelf, is eyeshadow palettes. So all of these, except for the very, very last one, is eyeshadow palettes. Who wants to go on a tour in there? I do. So this drawer is actually one of my more favorites. This is all of my like Super Shock shadows. On this side, some Jelly Much, cream liners, my Suva Beauty, like neon pots, pigments, etc., etc. And then on this side, we have our liquid eyeshadows. So we have some Too Faced, BH Cosmetics, ColourPop, and then the Steel is in the back there. So I do have some space to grow into this, which is kind of what the idea was. I was very much overwhelmed with stuff kind of falling out everywhere on the old organizers, which was all the Alex stuff. And this is my more, I'm going to call it everyday, but it's really not everyday. This is like my Anastasia, my Urban Decay, Too Faced, Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath, and some Huda in there. So that's what's on the top here. So you can choose the style of the front of the drawer. So this one I wanted glass on the top 3 pullouts on all of them. So you can see this one's glass, that one is glass, and that one is glass. Moving down from there, we have more palettes, and let me tell you, this clearance brings me life. Look at those Rimmel palettes. Oh, boom. So part of the reason I wanted to do this was I felt like my drugstore palettes, especially, and my smaller palettes, really didn't get too much love from me because I felt they were really difficult to see. So I did repurpose some of those Sunny Cosmetics containers. As you can see here, all of these are in Sunny Cosmetics Alex containers, as well as over there. All right, sorry about this, guys. I'm doing my best to film this in like not a weird way, but I also have these ones in the middle, which are kind of on like a plate separator. So if you look, it's just like a plate or file separator. You can normally find them at TJ Maxx in or Winners or Marshalls in like the kitchen section. So yeah, like we really, all the smaller stuff is in here. I don't have it segregated anymore by like drugstore or high end. We just kind of roll with it. I did have to put non-skid rubber under everything because it was very difficult not to have everything sliding all over the place. So moving down, this is my ColourPop and more indie brand type stuff, like all my Milk Cosmetics stuff is in here. There's a little bit of Tarte, Lime Crime, Jeffree Star, anything like that. Kaleidos is in here. Yeah, I'm not going to go through this in too rich of detail, and all of these are in Bed Bath & Beyond palette separators. Palette separators, palette organizers, whatever you want to call them. I'm not sure if you remember my last beauty room tour where everything was definitely everywhere and things were piled so high on itself. It was really not sustainable. This is Definitely easier to deal with and easier to look at. I did get rid of those calyx cubes. I did really like how it looked, but it really, like, I found myself not reaching for anything that was in them. So I do have like larger palettes in here, Juvia's Place, all my MAC singles are on this side, and my singles in general are in the middle. And a lot of the stuff that's been depotted or my like kind of Morphe is up at the back there. This palette drawer is a little bit more haphazard, unfortunately, because I have been working with trying to like separate things out in a way that makes sense based on size and type. Okay, this is the last drawer in the larger middle piece of the packs, and it is literally my piece de resistance. Over on the left, you have your foundations, then concealers, and then your primers, powders, and setting sprays. All of these organizers are from Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay, now we are going to move into the last tower of the pack system, and this is probably going to be the most difficult for me to film. So if this gives you like nausea while you're trying to watch it, I'm sorry. It's kind of in the corner and not the easiest for me to get to, but let's do it. So up here, I just have my old makeup show sign, an old tray from my grandmother. That was her perfume tray that I use as my perfume tray, and behind it is my jewelry box. So all of these come out, so it's easier access. If I want to actually get to the jewelry box, it's right there, which is kind of nice. I also find this next tray obnoxiously except for when that happens. So this is all my liquid lipstick. So we have like Ofra, Anastasia, Kat Von D. I don't want to hear about it. I already know what happened. I bought that before all of that other stuff. So like, come on guys, don't be those people. Maybelline, and then just a mix at the back there. Moving on down, we have my face palettes, so blush palettes, highlight palettes. I know it seems like I could probably organize this better, but I have it in a way where I can see what everything is and see what is easily grabbable. If you look at the back here, like everything is able for me to be seen and grabbed, and I don't have to like fight other products to get it. Moving down here, this is some of the old organizers. I haven't had enough time to really get to this one yet, but this is liquid highlights, small blushes, and then bronzers or trios. So anything that's kind of mixed bag. As we move down, this is my blush and highlights. So all of the blushes are at the back and all the highlights are in the front. Again, this is a Sunny Cosmetics organizer, which I've just turned the other way. And the other organizers, this one is a by Allegory, and the one in the back is literally just a bucket from the dollar store. And really, you can't go wrong with a bucket from the dollar store. Okay, so this one is my products I am either not working on at all, or I have just received and I need to like bring them into my collection or try them out. I have this bucketed into skincare, face as it pertains to like concealer, foundation, powders, eyeshadows, eye products, blush and highlight, lips, and then I've got obviously some room to grow in here. This is a new system I'm trying out because I do still bring quite a few things into my collection, and I want to make sure that I'm actually like aware of what I'm bringing in, as well as what I'm like actually using and what I'm not, and what I'm wasting money on. So there is one more drawer in the bottom, which is just brushes, and I don't think that's too exciting, so I am going to move on. Okay guys, this is what I would call my livable space. So as you can see, I have my garbage can down there, a glass shelving unit that I keep at the edge of my vanity, my brushes, and my mirror, my water bottle, my phones. This is my truly livable space. So this is literally where I do my makeup every day. I do use that mirror that's folded up, and what I am filming on right now is what is normally sitting in front of me. I'm not like a huge Jeffree Star fan as a person, but I do like his packaging and I like to look at it. So I'm sorry for those of you who will hate me now because I sit with Jeffree Star stuff every day, but I do have to admittedly agree that he has good makeup, so here we are. I'm not going to go into the drawer in the vanity because it is quite a freaking Death Star of a mess, and for those of you who are here, remind me to clean my brushes on Twitter every Sunday, please. God. my vanity has been with me for a very long time. It's been with me since almost the day I started YouTube, so I will probably keep this one for a while. It's an absolute disaster case inside. It is an absolute mess. It's dirty. I did just take some like, what is that stuff called? You put it at the bottom of your drawers, and I put it underneath the glass to make it look like a marble top. I don't see a future where this does not exist for me, but here it is. And I hope you enjoyed this tour of my space. That's my office chair that sits right here, which I didn't go over. Anyway, guys, I really missed doing this, so hopefully I can get this up for you shortly. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.